What up, everyone? Chill Gamer 83 here. We finally finished our 49ers season. We didn't finish too good. It was 3-12, but hey, we had some great highlights, top 10 touchdowns. So check that out. And well, it's time to move on to the next team. And now we're gonna start with the Bears. So hopefully we do better. And but it's not too much about that. It's more about, you know, getting some great highlights and enjoying the game. So let's start our game. And the Bears look pretty good. They look okay. They're pretty much the same as the 49ers. Let's see what team we're gonna play first. Okay, so our first game is gonna be against the Lions, and yeah, it looks like a good season. Damn, the Packers, Vikings, Eagles, wow. It's gonna be a tough season, but hey, let's start doing this, and don't forget to check the weekly wrap-up at the end. And once I finish the season, it'll be the top 10 touchdowns, so don't miss that out, and yeah, let's begin.
Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. Here we go on ESPN. Young Joey Harrington continued to take his lumps last year, tying for the NFL lead in interceptions thrown. But as he starts getting more and more comfortable back there, look out. Detroit, Chicago, now.
And look at all the happy tailgaters as they get set to cheer for the hometown team. Hi, folks, it's Dan Stevens, and welcome to Chicago Field. And my sidekick, Peter O'Keefe. Peter, both of these teams have, well, some very talented players holding down the safety positions. Wouldn't you agree?
No question about it, Dan. Safeties are often literally the last line of defense, and these are reliable as they come.
Rodgers, safe. Briggs gets the sack at the 37. Harrington gets all of his arm into this pass, and Harrington fires this one over the middle, and it's caught at the 33.
Kevin Jones really delivers on this play. Let's take another look. First at the catch.
There it is, but he's not done. He's going to make it. Harrington just rifles this one, and the reception is made for a first and more, and he's in for the touchdown.
Charles Rodgers will not take no for an answer. Watch this play where he makes the catch and then knifes ahead for plenty more.
Booker catches the left sideline. He's Bailey. Booker grabs the rope right side. Terrell goes in motion. Jones gets the handoff and will. Grossman throws this one over the middle, and that'll do it for quarter number one. The Lions are out in front, 7-0. Harrington uncorks this to the left sideline, and it's bobbled and dropped incomplete. Williams hauls it in right side, and they put it together and make it happen.
Yeah, third and short always looks easy, but it's not, Dan. That's good execution.
Dragged down. Grossman throws a bullet to the flat, and it's tipped incomplete. Jones
Need to pull it off.
Grossman throws this on a rope, and the catch is made. Booker makes the catch on the right sideline, and
Rex Grossman sings this one perfectly. Great pass, great catch, great play. Let's have another look. Bullseye. What a precise.
own 19-yard line. Harrington fires this one over the middle and
Next.
Alexander snags the dart right. Harrington throws a heater right sideline and Smith still moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their 45-yard line. Harrington zips it to the left sideline and it's intercepted. Rips him. Bears take their first timeout. Grossman lets it go down the right side. The Bears will take a timeout. Clark catches the bullet out left, and he's in for the score.
Touchdown, Bears!
Desmond Clark makes the catch, but that's not enough for him. He gets it and takes off for more.
A nice run after making the grab, and that's a big plus coming from your tight end.
Especially for...
And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Bears are out in front, 14-7. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer? Clark catches it over the middle and gets past the markers for a first down. Grossman really rifles this pass, and it's intercepted. Breaks the tackle, runs out of bounds at the 21. This drive at the 21-yard line. Rodgers catches the lob, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
Harrington rifles it out left side, and it's caught for the score.
Ty Streets is all by himself, and he'll take advantage of it. Easy catch.
That touchdown will cut it start at their own 24-yard line. This one will fall. Grossman throws a heater, and the reception's made at the 30. Jones will take the handoff and gets past the line. Pop. Jones gets the call again and takes it upfield. Tackled. Jones goes right up the middle and picks up. So 3 quarters in the books now, and we're all tied. Bailey sacks him way back at the 32. Intercepted. Brought down at the 21. Track here. This drive begins at the 21-yard line. Grossman fires this one. Booker grabs the bullet, and he gets the go-ahead touchdown.
Marty Booker has just one guy on him, and he beats him easily. Even with my few extra pounds, I think I could have done a better job covering him.
Harrington throws a bullet to the flat, and he connects at the 17 time to make a good tackle.
Yeah, it looked like a skate drill in practice. You keep your feet moving.
Jones will get the carry on third down, and Edinger kicks from 37 yards out, and it's through the uprights. Start this drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 1:52. Brown puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete. Hakeem makes the... Harrington rifles it out left side, and Rodgers. The Lions take a timeout. It's intercepted. Spins free. Tackled the 49.
Todd McMillan has a monster play for the D. He picks off the ball here and then takes it downfield for a huge gain. Man, you cannot coach that.
Peter, and that is going to do it for this one. The Bears come out on top 24-14. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
All right, gang, great work as always. And with that, we welcome everybody back to the ESPN studios for our ESPN Video Games postgame show. I'm Chris Berman. The Bears stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Now let's check in with our player of the game, a guy who made one big-time catch after another to help seal the win for his team. Marty Booker is standing by with Susie Colbert. Suze?
Thanks, Chris. You gave an outstanding effort, and you were instrumental in helping your team snag the win. What do you think was the critical factor in getting the W?
Our D-line came up big today. They were making tackles and putting pressure in the pocket. I'm proud of them. That's how we do it.
Back to you, Chris.
This is SportsCenter. Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Got a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Panthers end up with an 8-point victory. Peerless Price stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Trent Green threw 3 strikes to the end zone and helped his Chiefs beat the Broncos. In the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, we had the Eagles get nipped by 3 points. Lions, Bears. Todd McMillan was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Bears go on to win this by the final score of 24-14. Up in the HHH Metrodome, we had the Vikings convincingly win by 15. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Santana Moss won't see action for a while, so this offense is going to have to make do without him. A dislocated elbow is the problem, keeping him out for 7 weeks. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Andy McCollum is probably the one that most leaps out at you. It's reported that he's fractured his leg and that he'll be out for the rest of the regular season. Now we'll move on to our top story of the day. Michael Bennett is going to be watching from the sidelines for a while, as his injury will deal a major blow to this team. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
The Buccaneers got 300-plus yards from their offense in their victory at Ralston, Maryland. The Bills won at home, but will take to the road next week to meet the Raiders. Marcus Pollard stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Kyle Bowler went to the end zone 4 times and helped his Ravens beat the Browns. Down in the Lone Star State in Houston, we had the Texans come away with a 7-point win. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Marvin Jones will be moving on from his current address, and he gets a pretty good deal to do it. 4 years, $9.4 million. Dave Fiore is also on the move as he signs a robust 5-year contract with the Ravens. Jeremiah Trotter will have a new place to call home as he accepts a new contract. 3 years, $7.7 million. On top of that, a $2.3 million signing bonus. Kenny Holmes will also have a new address for a while as he signs a 4-year contract with the Redskins.
Down at Pro Player Stadium, we had the Dolphins get sent away with a 7-point loss. The Saints defense held their opponents to under 100 passing yards in their win at New Orleans. The Jets won decisively at home, but will take to the road next week to meet the Chargers. Jerry Porter stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. And in our final game, we had the Rams come away victorious. So as usual, plenty of surprises around the NFL. And heck, we just got into week 1. My primetime players' game balls go out to these gentlemen, each one with a fine start to the season. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.